You've heard of Game of Thrones, you've heard of the Lion King. Now meet the Queen, who could make both of them look like a casual office drama. Welcome to the wild, brutal, and slightly unhinged reign of Queen Ranavalona I of Madagascar. If you thought your ancestors had family issues, wait till you hear this. Fact 1. She wasn't supposed to be queen, but she outsmarted everyone. Born in 1778, Ranavalona wasn't royalty, until her father discovered a plot to kill the king and snitched to save his own skin. The king, feeling generous, adopted little Ranavalona and later married her off to his son. Boom. From commoner to queen-in-waiting. Who needs a fairy godmother when you have a dad with good timing? Fact 2. She wiped out her rivals like a true villainess. When her husband, King Ranavalona I, mysteriously died in 1828, we'll let you guess how. Ranavalona did what any rational person would do. She declared herself queen and started eliminating anyone who disagreed. And by eliminate, I mean the poison, spear, or push you off a cliff kind of eliminate. Subtlety? Overrated. Fact 3. She fought off European colonizers like a boss. Europe was busy playing who can while colonize the most places. Ranavalona basically told them, "Not today, Satan." She expelled Christian missionaries, banned European customs, and crushed invading French and British forces in 1845. Madagascar remained independent under her rule, proving that she could keep an empire together while Europe had, well, Napoleon issues. Fact 4. She created the most brutal loyalty test ever. Ranavalona had trust issues. How bad? Well, she made people drink poison to prove their loyalty. If they survived, great. If not, well, guess they weren't that loyal. This was known as the Tanguin ordeal. A little extreme? Sure. Effective? Also sure. HR departments today could learn a thing or two. Fact 5. Her army had homemade landmines. Yes, really. While the rest of the world was still figuring out muskets, Ranavalona's army was setting up hidden explosive traps made from bamboo and gunpowder. Who needs foreign weapons when you can make DIY landmines? Pinterest would be proud. Fact 6. She turned Madagascar into an economic powerhouse. Despite her murdery tendencies, Ranavalona had a solid economic plan. She promoted local industries, banned foreign trade unless it was profitable, and kept the kingdom's wealth flowing. Think of her as an 1800s version of Buy Local, but with more decapitations. Fact 7. She built a giant fortress that's still standing today. Madagascar's capital, Antananarivo, is home to the Rova Palace, a massive fortress she built. It's still standing today. Unlike some so-called modern buildings that collapse at the first sign of a strong breeze. Fact 8. Her people hated her, but also feared her. Ranavalona's policies were so brutal that Madagascar's population dropped by half during her rule. Between executions, forced labor, and constant wars, she wasn't exactly winning Best Boss of the Year. But no one dared rebel because, well, they liked having heads. Fact 9. She lived to be 83, defying all odds. For someone who made a lot of enemies, Ranavalona had a suspiciously long life. She died peacefully in 1861 at 83, when the average lifespan was like 40. Probably because no one dared give her bad news, even about her own health. Fact 10. After her death, her own son undid everything. Her son, Radama Sek, took over and immediately undid everything she built. He welcomed European influence, legalized Christianity, and opened Madagascar to foreign trade. Basically, he went, "Mom's not home, let's party." His reign didn't last long. Turns out, reversing 33 years of paranoia isn't a great survival strategy. So, was Queen Ranavalona I a brutal tyrant or a strategic mastermind? Probably both. But love her or fear her, one thing's for sure, she knew how to keep a kingdom under control. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, hit that like button before Ranavalona's ghost shows up. See you in the next one.